Sometimes it can be hard to know how to prioritize what items in your home you're going to upgrade. Usually we do these things a little bit at a time. And I think a lot of the time we get really hyper focused on the big purchases, and we feel like those are going to make the biggest impact in our space. And they do, and they can. But I think there's so much bang for your buck to be had in upgrading sort of functional everyday items in your home and just getting them a little bit nicer, and it goes such a long way to elevating the overall look of your home. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I did some online shopping for you guys. I'm going to give you some suggestions. Everything will be linked in the description box. So let's get into it. The first one is wall plates. I feel like not enough people are upgrading their wall plates, and they should, because it is such an easy thing to do. It takes 2 seconds. It's very inexpensive, but it goes such a long way. This is like a cheat code. It's such an easy thing to do to make your space look a little bit nicer. You don't have to do all of them. I don't bother with the ones that are hidden behind furniture or are sort of out of sight. That doesn't bother me all that much, but I really do prioritize the switches that I'm interacting with a lot. The ones that I upgraded to in this space, they're very inexpensive, but they are a little bit nicer. But yeah, I just think this is such a no-brainer. This is something you can do like the day you move into your apartment, and then you have them for your next space. So that's the first one. The next upgrade that I would make ASAP is your laundry basket or your hamper. I think it's ideal to have this hidden away. That's in the perfect world, you don't see your hamper at all unless, you're doing laundry. But in my case, and in most cases, that's not an option. You don't have the space if you live in a rental or a small home. So in this case, we just need to choose one that is slightly nicer than the gray hunk of plastic. There are beautiful woven ones. Oh my gosh, bonus points if it has a lid. A lid is so ideal for a laundry basket. Just completely hide it all away. You know what I mean? Home Goods is actually really good for laundry baskets, in my opinion. I think they have great woven ones usually. They have great fabric ones. IKEA has some good ones. Who else? I've seen some good ones at Target and Ross. This will probably be the most expensive one on the list, but I really do think it's worth every single dollar. A nice laundry basket can really just make your space look nice, especially if it's on display. So consider that. Let's talk about your doormat. There's a couple things I think that just need to be said about doormats. One is, do not buy a doormat that has white in it. What are you doing? I saw, it might have been my mom. I think it was my mom. Someone I know close to me bought a doormat, a cute doormat. It was white and black stripes. Why were you doing that? It looked dirty within 2 days. Because of course it would. The doormat is to clean your shoes off before getting in the home. Don't yell at me for bringing shoes in my home. I live in an apartment complex, okay? First impressions are important, and you can kind of set the tone before someone even walks into your space. So even just having a doormat, period, is, a step up from nothing. And then two, making sure that it's nice and not worn out. And if yours is, consider upgrading it, because again, these are inexpensive ones. This is not going to break the bank, and it is a big bang for your buck. So consider upgrading your doormat. I need to do that. This is a list of things I need to do for my space. This is like my Amazon cart at the moment. So next one. Okay, actually all of these are sort of specific to bathrooms. So here's the thing. Bathrooms for me, lowest on the priority list, okay? I think for me it's first like living room, then bedroom, then kitchen, and then bathroom. That is how I tackle a space in terms of allocating resources. And resources isn't just money, it's also like my creativity, my motivation, my energy. I don't put a lot of energy into my bathroom just because to me it's like a purely functional space. I want to spend as little time in there as possible and then get out. That being said, there are a lot of things in the bathroom that if they're just slightly nicer versions, can make a really big difference. So we're gonna start with soap dispensers. I guess you could also do this for your kitchen. I have this in my kitchen as well. I got a set of 2 pretty matching ones. I'll have those linked. Those are from Etsy and they're like custom made. They're really pretty. Look at your Pinterest boards, okay? If you have interior design Pinterest boards or, wherever you get your inspiration, you are never going to see a plastic bottle of Dawn dish soap. You're just not. You can still have the product. You need the product. Just put it in a vessel that is just slightly nicer. Again, this is something that you're interacting with constantly, and just like a little bit nicer version will go such a long way. Really, honestly, priority number one, if you want a really beautiful house, is getting rid of labels. Just get rid of ugly packaging, and you're so much further than general population. You know what I mean? Your house is gonna look so much better than the average person if you just really focus on making sure that there are no ugly labels or ugly packaging on display. And that comes from, first and foremost, upgrading your soap pump. So get on that. Next one is a shower mat. Let's stay away from light colors, right? In my head, I'm so guilty of this. In my head, I'm always like, well, I'll get a white one so that I can bleach it. Bleach doesn't get rid of everything, and I have to learn this lesson over and over again, especially like my dry shampoo, my brunette dry shampoo, that stains everything. So let's go for some darker colors. Let's avoid materials that wear out really quickly. So instead of the fluffy one that will matte and look kind of soggy and gross after like a week, let's go for something that's woven, something that's flat. I also would stay away from the sort of memory foam ones, although they're comfy and they feel nice on your feet. They dent very quickly and they look worn out very quickly. And so if you are going to make the upgrade, I would just make the upgrade for something that is actually going to last and look nice, because this is the whole point. We're trying to upgrade it so that it looks nicer. So here are some examples of cute shower mats that I think are a good option. They'll be in the description box. Okay, next one. This is a quick one. Your shower liner is probably moldy. Those are like $1 at the dollar store. Let's just get rid of the moldy shower curtain. Mine's moldy. Again, this is a list of things that I just need to do in my house because I've been kind of putting it off. So let's all get some new shower liners, right? Your toilet brush needs to be concealed. Okay, we all need one, obviously. If you cannot have it hidden away, meaning like behind closed doors, it needs to be one that is concealed, meaning that like the holder is deep and it has a lid like this. We're not going for the ones that just sort of sit in a bowl and you can see. I don't even want to think about it, okay? There are pretty options for everything. There is a more aesthetically pleasing option for every single product that exists, including toilet brushes. HomeGoods has great ones. HomeGoods has like freaking quartz ones. And they're flush in the toilet. Okay, your trash can. Same deal with the toilet brush, is the trash can just should be hidden away anytime that that's possible. In my kitchen, I just have it under the sink and I just pull it. I don't even have it on one of those wheelie things. It's literally just shoved under my sink and I pull it out and I shove back in there when I'm done with it. In the bathroom, obviously that's a little bit more inconvenient. Most people are not going to have it in like a little cabinet or something. So that's not possible. Okay, then let's make sure that we have a lid on that thing, right? Let's make sure that we get one with a foot pedal. Let's make sure that we have one with, just a manual lid that, yes, it's like a 2-second inconvenience to pull it off, but hey, your garbage is hidden, right? It doesn't matter how beautiful you have your bathroom. If you have a pile of garbage, you got a bucket of garbage in your, let's just cover it up a little bit, So let's get some garbage cans that have lids. I think that's important. And Target has a great one. I love it. I'll put it here. I don't know if it's still available. If it's still available, I'll put it here. It's just like a black satin finish and it has a lid. It's not one of those foot pedals. Those look a little bit like industrial. I don't love the foot pedal, but do what you can. Anything is better than like a white plastic garbage can with a Walmart liner. You know what I mean? So little upgrades. So that's my little roundup. I think that most people don't think to upgrade functional items because that's not the primary purpose of the thing, to look pretty. It's not decor, right? But if you want a space that looks very well designed, and if you want those functional items to not draw attention away from the rest of your home that you put so much time and effort into, I would definitely consider upgrading some of these. So links are in the description box. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this, you can subscribe. And if you found any value in this video, hitting the like button is super helpful to me. Thank you for watching.